Hello, hello. You join me on a very grey, wet, drizzly, misty Tuesday morning. So what do we do when it is like this? Well, A, we have a slightly tidier kitchen, and B, we carry on where we left off from yesterday. And for some reason, my gimbal is not behaving. Yesterday, I left you, and I just want to say, having reviewed yesterday's footage, this room, the hallway just behind me, and the room straight ahead, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. There's an awful lot of work that needs to be done to clear through the piles of crap that you see. Some of it, once it's organised, aka car boot stuff, it can be crated, it'll move from the car to the car boot. It might then go back into the garage if it doesn't sell, and then next week it will come out again. And I might, requisition some of these tubs back. But I have now got a 25p and a 50p. And I swapped out the offcuts into that one there. Added a few things onto the top, as you can see. Today, we're dealing with the Vinted pile. And that pit in there, which we'll deal with. But, picking things up, sorting things out, realising that, I'm going to add some more to Vinted, and also find some more things that can go to the car boot sale. All of that I've been sorting through and dealing with and working through. Not quite sure why I've got a little thing appearing. Okay. I last night sorted through, added some more stuff to that, got the costume jewellery sorted. It is out of that box down there. And then I also dug out and sorted out as well a load of cardstock, scrapbooking paper, bagged up a few bundles. I've got things like this, which is where it's obviously all fused together. That needs just arranging a bit more, but in terms of like how that sits in the crate, that's where that's going. And then I've also got a mini cat scratching post, which is too small for Barry to use, and again top that up. And then this is a lot of the upholstery offcuts, which people might find. It's worth trying. I didn't think that the fabric I took with me would perform, but it did, so good to kind of see. Why are we okay? I've got a weird thing. The offcuts, fat quarters, cotton scraps and stuff bundle, that is all here. That's all going to be Vinted. And then the Beanie Babies, I'm not going to eBay, I'm just going to pop them on Vinted. I have got some more plush and some cuddly toys that I can go through and sort out, but I do need to start dealing with a lot of this here. There were a couple of black sacks, black bin bags that you might have seen in yesterday's video. This has come out of that. And again, the shoe pile has grown. And again, as we can see here, like books that I've been sourcing and pulling together for school for next year. Realistically, I'm not going to deal with this until I've shifted a lot of this. And yes, this is shoddy camera work, but you go with me. The whole point of this series, this great sort out series, is that I have got 2 months in between working some shifts at a local garage just to get some money in to sort out, right, what of this is going to come to school with me? Where can I store and put things like this? Let's get this kind of properly arranged and organised beyond what was originally there, and let's hopefully try and shift and make some money off some of the junk, which I've immediately got to hand, by the way. Like, this hasn't taken, okay, it's taken a little bit of organising to get it crated in a way which I can pick up and carry and store quite easily, but in terms of just finding things, I'm not having to really deep dive yet. And as you can quite clearly see from around, that there is it's not even a dent. Still watching Amy's Crypt. Fully recommend if you're into your paranormal ghost hunting videos. But let me take you through into this room. This gimbal, what we're doing, there's a little black thing that just keeps appearing here, and I don't know why. This is consistently one of my problem rooms, and this is a problem room because I like things kind of going. I like tall furniture that goes up walls. I like being able to put things on walls, shelving, etc. I find that it's a much easier way to organise and sort out, and I'm very much restricted by low level. This is also a room which in periods of high heat is absolutely unbearable, and during winter is freezing cold. And yes, putting down some of the play mats did help things, but for half the year this is an unworkable room. There we go. I have got laundry which I need to hang up. I have got boxes of fabric which has been cut to make things up, which I need to make things up to sell. I've got things which I think I've made that I could sell, or I could pull apart and cannibalise them for something else. I have got a barber coat that's been given to me to sell and needs to go to a dry cleaners and be re-waxed before I can even do that. And then I've also got school stuff that needs sorting, and that's before I even tackle anything up the top. The only thing that's mildly looking organised are these things at the back, and that's because I've not had a chance to use them. So the aim of the game today is start vinteding. Yep, start vinteding, getting things photographed, getting things listed. Because once they're photographed, if they're clothing, I can hang them on rails. I've got a home for them upstairs in a walk-in wardrobe that's I don't need to use for clothes that I wear. And then once I do that, photograph them, use this as a backdrop, and then, pardon me, start chunking through this, because there very well may be more things that I can carve out quite easily. Like, I'm fairly sure I don't need that bag of folders there, but I just want to go in and have a look. And also, I don't think those pens in that tray work, but again, I need to test them and see. Can I get to them right now? No. And this, I don't even know what this is, I just know I need to deal with it. So I will see you very, very soon, where hopefully I'll be able to be like, I've photographed and listed this and the decks are slightly more clear. If they're not, hold fire, find out what's it going to be. Ooh. So I'm currently trying my hardest to get things listed and be really productive, because I'm tired, okay? Sleep was not so good. Why was sleep not so good? This monkey right here, who has decided that he's going to have an argument today over how much food he eats, which therefore means that when I'm trying to list standing there, he's going to be down here at my feet where I try and fall over him, because it's that kind of day. Anyway, checking soon.
Later.
Right, hello, I'm back. Okay, you join me once again post-lunch, and I just wanted to quickly show you how I'm doing, because at face value, the pile has not changed. However, I'm going to bring you over to here first, because I have shuffled some things over, aka pushed all of this in this direction, and Beanie Babies 1 and 2 are going on Vinted. Photographed one bundle, photographed second bundle, photographed third bundle. And again, this is reducing significantly. Photographed. All of this photographed. Those up there photographed. Those hanging up there photographed. How I've been doing things is, at the minute, this is the brightest and best room for photography. Obviously, conservatory, lots of windows. However, obviously when the sun dips or it gets a bit grey, there's a bit of a problem. This has been my photography area for things that just need a platform. So I've got this lined up ready to go next. Still have no idea what I'm going to do about those two coats. And at the moment, I haven't touched yet, obviously, this pile here, because once I don't really need the space anymore, then I can just kind of go, okay, let's deal with and spread all of this out. I do need to shift all of that stuff just there, like out of the hallway, but while I'm still adding to it and things, I kind of need it inside the house. I don't want to move it into the garage for loading until I know that it's definitely done. So at the minute, what I'm thinking of doing, checking the weather reports, do I need to fill this space any further? Do I need access to this back door at all? And if I don't, then I'm going to be filling from here, and just dealing with it. But ideally, because when I am recording or at the very least photographing, I'm standing like in this space, so my photography needs to be done. So the day has switched from a let's try and like blend and do a bit of this and photography for Vinted to just Vinted photography. And why am I photographing and not listing and uploading at the same time? That's because I might need to crop them. Like you've seen, that's a really, really bright room, so I do need to adjust the brightness just to make sure the colours are accurate. So this is probably going to be the last clip for day 2. If you see any more, then obviously that'll be completely different. Still watching Amy's Crypt over there on yet another coffee. I'm going to try and get as much of this pile photographed and then put away as I can. That then allows me the space back, as I've mentioned, to completely clear this, start moving the car boot stuff into here, and then maybe for tomorrow, rest of the week, get this done. And then this evening I can sit there, I can edit my photos, I can relax in front of the TV, and I can get some listings done. So it doesn't look like I've done a lot in terms of like the height of the pile itself just there, but actually it's, well, I'm going to include the magazines that I've got laid out because they're literally ready to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 listings photographed and photography to get it right, you know, more than one photo, that's ideal. Also, just a quick like bring you down here, we are now up to 3 full bags, courtesy of finding some larger than normal pieces. I'm going to sneeze. Courtesy of finding some larger than normal pieces that can therefore go to the charity shop. And I've just had Bowie's food order arrive, so therefore I'm going to have another cardboard box ready to go. So if you see me again on day 2, which is Tuesday the 2nd, then you'll see another clip. If not, I will see you tomorrow for the great sort out. Maybe. Bye bye for now.